Hi, this is Trey Passer. Welcome to my review of Halloween Ends. This is the third movie in the trilogy, uh, but the new trilogy, directed by David Gordon Green and produced. I think Danny McBride is one of the producers as well, and this is one of the Bloom Productions and stuff. Uh, I was looking forward to this because I'll be perfectly honest with you. I liked the first movie, the 2018 version. I thought that was really good, well done, and it actually was a worthy, I think, worthy sequel to the Halloween franchise. I thought it was really good the way they did it, and the way it was mapped out, and the way it actually ended. I thought was really good. But Hollywood, with Hollywood, if movies make money, they of course want to give you more. They want to give you sequels. So unfortunately, in this case, they gave you two more sequels. And again, this review is going to have spoilers in it, so buckle up, okay? Because I really didn't like this movie. I mean, the kills I thought were good in this. As a slasher fan, the kills are everything to me, or mostly everything to me. But I always like a good story and a good villain. But the story to this was really. Let me just say, I love the first movie. The second movie, I hated it because Laurie Strode, the main protagonist, the girl, was stuck in the hospital for the majority of the movie, a good majority of the movie, okay, which was stupid. I don't know, again, who wrote that one, okay, but I thought that was stupid. The only saving grace of that movie is that there were some great kills in it. Michael was teleporting all over the place and doing some great, fantastic kills. So I think that was the only kind of saving grace to me of the whole movie. I just hated that Laurie was stuck in the hospital for the whole movie, which I thought was stupid because the whole point of the movie is her, okay, her and Michael. So having her sideline was stupid in my opinion. Now I understand people want to do something different, they want to try something different, but I thought that just sucked. Okay, I really did. I thought it sucked. I thought it sucked balls that they did that. Okay, now the third movie. Now this movie, they didn't sideline Laurie, they sidelined Michael Myers. Okay, and let me explain. I guess they decided to introduce this new character, uh, I guess he's be a young adult, Corey Cunningham, which is probably a nod to Sean Cunningham, the guy that produced the Friday the 13th movies. But anyway, they show him in the beginning of the movie. He's babysitting this obnoxious kid, okay, and the obnoxious kid go hiding, and he disappears while this kid is in the kitchen, getting himself a piece of cake, and the kid is looking for him. He's looking all over the place for him, and the kid actually locks him in the closet, okay, and there's this long staircase in this house, and I don't know who designed this house, but anyway, the closet is right by the closet is right, I guess, near the staircase, and when the kid is he's locked, he's trying to get out, and the kid is teasing him, taunting him, saying you're horrible and all this stuff, and the kid is trying to kick his way out of it, and he kicks the closet door open, and it hits the kid, and he goes flying off the top of the staircase, and falls down into his death just as his parents get home. Okay, so it looks like maybe he threw the kid down from that height, and so now the whole premise of this movie is supposed to be that evil can be transferred or whatever, because this kid, because they don't, you just have to assume a lot because they don't explain it in this movie. What happens? They don't even show you the trial, or there's nobody that says that what happened to this guy. I mean, I assume what happened is that he explained what happened, and they probably saw that that the closet door was locked or whatever, and they probably got, either he spent a little time in jail or he got off, and they said, okay, we understand it was just an accident and stuff. But of course, he's the town pariah, right? Everybody hates him. They think he's a killer. He's a kid killer. So he works in this junkyard, fixing cars and stuff. And of course, the people in town resent him and all this stuff. And he's basically having a lonely life. And he actually runs into Laurie Strode one day while he's being taunted by these obnoxious teenagers that you can't wait to get killed. Okay, and Laurie comes to his defense, and she even helps him slash the tires of these jerk kids. And so, but then you see later on, Laurie kind of sends him over to, because he cuts his hand, in a little tussle with these obnoxious high school kids, and he gets sent to the clinic where her granddaughter works, and of course they kind of hit it off, and they start going out, and they even go to this Halloween. I guess it's a Halloween party, and and of course at the party, who does he happen to run into? The mother of the dead kid that he that he accidentally killed, and she taunts him and yells at him, and he runs away, and she tries to stop him, and then he goes off on his own, and he runs into these obnoxious kids again, and they basically throw him off the top of this bridge where he lands, and of course he looks like he's unconscious, but then who who happens to see it under this bridge? He gets dragged into this bridge, underneath this bridge into this tunnel, and who is that? Who's dragging him in there? Michael Myers. Okay, and instead of Michael Myers killing him, or why Michael Myers dragged him in there in the first place, never made sense. They never explained while Michael Myers stayed underneath the ground in the tunnel, I guess, for 4 years, because it's been 4 years since the last movie. But they never explain exactly why Michael Myers drags this kid in there, and they kind of have a little tussle and stuff. And it looks. So, I'm just again, you have to assume a lot that Michael Myers, maybe he senses the evil in this kid when they're struggling and they're touching each other, and then he lets the kid go. Okay, and then so basically they're trying to give you this premise that Michael Myers basically transferred his evil to this kid who wants to leave town with with Laurie Strode's granddaughter. They get along, and they even go back and hook up together and stuff, and she's trying to leave, and he's trying to tell her he has all these things in his head, but they got to get out of town and all that stuff. In the meantime, he goes on a killing. He actually goes back into believe it or not, he goes back into the tunnel where the Michael Myers is. Actually, you know what? I forgot one part. I guess since he got Michael Myers' evilness transferred to him, because remember, he accidentally killed the kid. He didn't kill the kid on purpose. Once he has that evil, he goes to this doctor's house, who treated him for his hand wound, and he's there with the hot nurse, and you actually see the nurse come out of the bathroom, and you see this kid with the pumpkin mask on. He's stabbing the doctor in the neck, and the girl, runs away screaming, and then she picks up the phone to call the cops, and then of course we see Michael Myers in the house as well, and then Michael Myers kills her. So you see them like tag teaming together, and then later you see him go to the tunnel where Michael Myers is. I guess that's his hideout, and he says, "I need something," and he's basically fighting with Michael Myers to get the mask, and I guess Michael Myers is supposed to be weak or whatever, and he takes the mask off Michael Myers, and he goes around town killing people. Now, I give them credit for wanting to do something different, but sidelining the main. This movie's called Halloween Ends, which is, to me, is supposed to be Laurie Strode and Michael Myers. They're supposed to be in the movie. You don't sideline your characters. I'm sorry. I know you want to do something different, but you don't sideline the main characters in your slasher movie. You don't do this for this dude that's supposed to be got Michael Myers' evil transferred to him, and he goes around killing people. Like I said, there's some good kills in this, and especially the DJ. The DJ got it really bad. He even got his tongue cut off. But I'm sorry. Just this whole transferring of evil is just ridiculous. We don't even see Michael Myers. I guess Michael Myers only kills one person in this whole movie. I'm trying to remember this. I think he only kills one person. He only kills that nurse, the hot nurse, because he doesn't kill anybody else. The dude, the normal kid who got the evil transfer, he's the one that killed. Has the high body count, and he even stabs his own self in the neck, which it's so contrived that the ending is, well, towards the ending, it's so contrived. The way they have it played out, where the kid comes to before him and Laurie's granddaughter's going to leave with him. They're going to leave town, and and then Laurie can kind of sense that this kid is not like he was when she first met him. That he has this evil in him, like Michael Myers, and she kind of tries to tell her, to stay away from him. And of course, she completely blows her off. So this kid goes over to her house. I guess before he leaves town, he wants to kill Laurie Strode, which again, none of this makes sense. Okay, transferring evil, no, just no. Okay, again, as far as my recommendation is that you just see the first movie, Halloween 2018, that version, and the ending, and that's it. These two sequels to this, I'm sorry, they just really ruined it. I'm sorry, Danny McBride and the director. And I think 4 people wrote this movie. just no. It's just, I'm sorry. It's just really blew. And they want to have it both ways by telling. Remember in the other movie that Michael, they try to present, like I said in the first movie, where they wanted to tell you that stress that Michael Myers is human. You know, that you even see him, like I said, in the Institute where he's been in for 40 years. He's, you know, without his mask, and he's human and stuff. But yet he's doing supernatural things. He's getting hit repeatedly and all that stuff, stabbed and all that stuff, but he still survives. So what is it? Is he human or is he supernatural? But again, these two sequels and this movie just, ugh. The first movie is just the best movie. It really is. Like I said, and it's like the movies got worse. The first movie is the best one. The Halloween 2018 is the best one. If they would have just ended it there, it would have been better. It would have been better for anybody concerned. But these are just two inferior sequels. I'm sorry. This one blows too. Again, the only thing I liked about the second one is the kills. That's the only thing I liked. There was some nice brutal kills in that movie, Halloween Kills, and then this one, there's some decent kills in it. Okay, but they're not committed by Michael Myers. Okay, it just, again, this transferring evil, this kid, you know, that they try to make you feel sorry for. Yeah, I don't even think you see Michael Myers till like 45 minutes into this movie. Okay, and they try to make you feel sympathy for this kid, and you do. And I have to give the actor credit. His name is Rohan Campbell. He's actually a decent actor. You feel for him, but this switching of the evil, or having the evil transfer to him, I think that whole premise is just ridiculous. Okay, just absolutely ridiculous. Okay, I think I would have rather they just do a straight slasher movie. Okay, like I said, Michael Myers would have been in hiding or something, or they could maybe explain it this way. Say Michael Myers at the end of the second movie, like maybe he got hit by a car or something, and he's been in a coma or something. I think that would have been like a better way to explain why he's missing. Okay, why he's missing for 4 years, rather than he's supposed to be in a living underground in a tunnel for 4 years for no reason, and then he just comes out to start killing. It's like no rhyme or reason for it. Okay, at least they could explain that way and said, you know, say, listen, at the end of the second movie, while he was walking, somebody he got hit by a car and stuff, and they took him to that hospital. He's been in a coma for like 4 years, and then he just on Halloween night he wakes up, okay, and decides that he's gonna go finish Laurie off for good. That would have been a better premise than this whole transferring of evil, okay? And it makes the granddaughter character look really stupid because I know her grandmother's trying to warn her that, listen, this guy, she did introduce her. She said, listen, I sense this guy, and he is. And he even told her, I think at one point, that he killed someone. And then they never follow up on that because when he came out of the tunnel, this homeless guy kind of grabbed him and said, I want that mask for Michael Myers and stuff. And he actually, you know, he stabbed the guy. Not, I don't think he did it on purpose. He's kind of the way, you know, they were tussling for the knife, and he kind of fell on him. But there was no follow up for that. He actually told her, I actually killed someone. I don't know if he was saying that, or maybe he was meaning that the kid that he accidentally killed. But they still didn't follow up on that at all. And I'm sorry, two sequels that really didn't need to be made, to be perfectly honest. They actually made the franchise worse, which is a shame because Jamie Lee Curtis was game for these movies, and they really wasted her character in the second and third movies. And then I guess especially the second movie, and then they waste the main character you come to see, Michael Myers. He only kills one person in this movie. Okay, the hot nurse. That's it. Okay, he's trying to kill Laurie, but he doesn't kill. Actually, I'm sorry, he killed two people. Again, another dumb situation with the guy that the evil transferred him. He has Michael Myers' mask, and he comes to Laurie's house to kill her, and Laurie's waiting for him, and she shoots him, and then of course this stupid kid, he picks up the knife and stabs his own self in the neck just when the granddaughter is coming in the house. So it looks like, and then Laurie picks up the knife, of course, so it looks like she killed the boyfriend, and of course she's mad at her grandmother, which makes no sense. And then she leaves, and then of course Michael Myers comes into the house to finish Laurie off. He takes his mask back, and the kid wakes up. You think the kid is dead because he stabbed himself in the neck with a knife, with a butcher knife. The kid wakes up and grabs Michael Myers, and Michael Myers just struggles and then just snaps the kid's neck and goes on to to fight with Laurie in the kitchen. And I'm sorry, so those are the only two people that Michael Myers killed in the whole movie. He killed the hot nurse, and he killed the kid that he transferred to evil to. Just it didn't make no sense. I'm sorry, just uh, this it's a waste of time again. So this is one of these movies, the sequels that they should have never really made. Again, the 2018 movie was the better movie, but like I said, Hollywood. Once that first movie made all that money and stuff, they wanted to make sequels. And like I said, I don't mind directors and creators trying to do something different, but it was a big fail on both accounts. On the second movie, Hollywood Kills, on Halloween Kills and Hollywood Ends, just two sequels that just way inferior to the first movie. Just really didn't add anything to it, and just it really is a shame that they wasted Laurie in the second movie, wasted Michael in this movie, and of course at the end, after Laurie, actually the only good part really I guess to this movie is at the end where Laurie's battling him, Michael, in the kitchen, and she manages to basically, stab him in the hand, have him basically pinned down on the kitchen table on the island there, and so she has him pinned down by the legs and by the hands and stuff. And she actually, they actually wind up, she takes his mask off and she slices his throat. And his granddaughter comes along. The granddaughter comes back to the house just in time because Michael Myers just freed his hand and he's like choking Laurie to death. And they wind up, subduing him and her, so she slices the throat and he basically bleeds out. Okay, and then they take this body, they put it on the car. Then for no rhyme or reason, okay, everybody in the town comes out, and without a word being said, they drive to the car place, to the junkyard where they have the thing that chops up the cars, and they drop Michael Myers' body in. So Michael Myers is dead. He gets basically made into hamburger. So he's actually dead. Okay, and they might as well just let Michael rest in peace because the first, I think, again, Halloween 2018, that movie was actually a worthy sequel, and the way it ended should have been the end of it. Okay, but like I said, Hollywood wants to continue on stuff, and you get these inferior sequels which really make no sense, which are really quite horrible. Okay, the only saving grace to them are the kills in this. The story makes no sense. They wasted Will Patton's character, who's the sheriff who likes Laurie. He's in it. He's in the movie briefly. It doesn't have much to do, which is really a shame. Okay, because Will Patton's a good actor. Okay, and the cop character, the black cop character that was in the second movie, he only shows up at the very end of the movie. Again, another waste of time. They really wasted a lot of characters in this. And the actor that plays Michael, I guess, like I said, he doesn't have much to do in the movie. He's Michael, so he moves around and all that stuff, but he doesn't have much to do in this movie, which is really a shame. And Nick Castle is in this movie. I think he plays the homeless guy that the young kid stabs after he first encounters Michael. I think that's what Nick Castle's character plays in that. And Nick Castle played the Shape in a lot of the Halloween movies. But again, I don't have to give this movie. I'd give it a 5, really, to be honest. It just really, if I compare it to the other one, Halloween Kills, this movie's even worse. Okay, because you sideline Michael Myers, which is ridiculous. Okay, it is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, like in the beginning of the movie, actually was actually pretty decent, and I was waiting to see where they would go with it, with having the kid, accidentally kill the kid, and so they he was being like a town pariah and all that stuff. But I thought what they were going to do was that since the kid was like a pariah because everybody thought he killed this kid, maybe he'd be the hero in it. That he would not, that he get evil transferred to him. That he would be the evil. That Michael Myers would come back and he would be the one to save the town and stuff. And that's how he get his redemption. Okay, like maybe he'd help Laurie Strode survive, and that's how he'd get his redemption. But no, they transferred his evil to him. The movie is basically about him for the majority of the movie. Okay, which is no offense to the actor who actually did a good job. It's just really stupid. Again, so again, I rarely give a movie a 5, and that's pushing it. Okay, but I'm gonna give it a 5 just because I think the whole story premise was dumb, and the execution was dumb. Okay, everybody that got killed in this movie basically deserved to get killed. Okay, which is a very hard thing to say. I'm trying to Let me remember everybody that got killed. Yeah, even the bratty kid that locked the kid in the closet and got accidentally killed. Even he did it. He was obnoxious. Okay. In real life, I wouldn't want a kid to get killed, but in terms of this movie, that kid deserved to die. Okay, he deserved to die. Even the obnoxious maybe even the doctor was fooling around with the hot nurse, but that's no reason for him to get killed. The nurse, the hot nurse, she was obnoxious too, especially to Laurie's granddaughter. Uh, and even okay, I'm trying to think. Even, the DJ was even nasty to the kid and Laurie's daughter. So again, he got the worst kill of all. Okay, getting his head slammed on his turntables a bunch of times and stuff, and then getting his tongue cut out. Just that was brutal. And of course, that wasn't Michael Myers. That was the kid that did that. Again, I give this a 5. It really, I would not recommend this movie at all. Just watch the 2018. If you want to watch a movie, a Halloween movie, for the every Halloween or stuff, watch the very first movie. That one was actually quite good. Okay, if you just want to watch it for the kills, watch the second movie for the kills. Okay, just fast forward to the kills and that's it. This movie, to me, just nothing. Really, I'm really disappointed in it. They really did a bad job, and maybe Jamie Lee Curtis can go on and do other things. Okay, because I thought her character might die in the end. I thought at one point that she might die, but she survived. Okay, and she actually, you know, put Michael to rest. So it is what it is, but it's not a worthy of a movie. I would not recommend this at all. Anyway, let me know what you think. Feel free to leave comments down below. I have links to my social media in the description box, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also have a link to my other channel, Bob Using Opinions. Please check that out as well. Also have a link down below to my Patreon. I want to say a special thank you to my Patreon. Again, also my Patreon is in this. The link to it is in the description box. It's only $5 a month. I have tons of content on there, tons of unedited TV show reactions on there. Follow the link to the Patreon and check it out. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Trey Pass. Just saying so long, and take care.